Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to TTV News with some last events in our province, and here are some of the main stories today. The Ninh People's Committee chaired a seminar on the promulgation of a set of indicators to assess the state of department and district competitiveness index (TTCI). The People Committee of Gò Dầu District visited enterprises in the district, and Tân Biên District Party Committee opened the meeting. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of October the 10th of 2019, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, member of Standing Committee of the party, standing vice chairman of the Ninh People's Committee, chaired a seminar on the promulgation of a set of indicators to assess the state of departments and district competitiveness (TTCI) in the Ninh province. Opening the seminar, the Vice Chairman of the Ninh People's Committee, Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, said that the purpose of the seminar was to assess the content, how to assess the operating capacity of the leaders of departments, agencies, and administration of district and the city in directing economy administration, creating motivation to improve the quality of handling administrative procedures related to investment and business activities enterprises, and creating favorable conditions for investor business operating in the province through a set of evaluation indicators. Many representatives of departments and agencies contributed their opinions on the structure of the indicator set, which consists of two parts: agency target basics and task of developing a set of competitiveness assessment indicators. Develop and implement a set of indicators to evaluate competitiveness at the provincial level (PCI) of departments' district competitiveness index (TTCI) of the Ninh province. Concluding the seminar, Permanent Vice Chairman of the Ninh People's Committee, Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, directed the provincial departments to complete and soon issue a set of evaluation indicators to help improve the investment environment and reform administrative procedures of the province. At the same time, collecting information of the enterprises and investors to grasp the situation and solve difficulties in investments, business, and production activities in the following years. On the occasion of the 74th anniversary of Vietnam Entrepreneurs Day, October the 13th of 1945, October the 13th of 2019, in the morning of October the 10th, Chairman of the Ninh City People's Committee Phạm Trung Chánh and leaders of the city sectors and branches came to visit and congratulate the typical companies and businesses in the city that have made positive contribution to the city's development over the past time. The delegation of the city visited and congratulated the units, including Đăng Quang Vinh Private Enterprise in Ward Number 3, Hoàng Vũ Company Limited, and the Ninh Sun Group Joint Stock Company located in Ninh Sun Ward. At each unit, Chairman of People's Committee of the Ninh City, Phạm Trung Chánh, has got the overview of the situation of operations, production, and business of the units, acknowledged the positive contributions of the units during the time by accompanying the city authorities in the socio-economic fields, contributing to promoting the city's development. On this occasion, Chairman of the Ninh City People's Committee Phạm Trung Chánh presented to each unit a gift for the 74th anniversary of Vietnam Entrepreneurs Day, wishing the units high achievements in coming time and develop production and business, continue to pay attention to support with the city's authorities to build a growing city. And on the occasion of the Vietnamese Entrepreneurs Day in Gò Dầu District, the delegation led by Vice Chairman of the People Committee of Gò Dầu District, Bùi Văn Tốt, visited the enterprises in the district. The delegation led by Vice Chairman of the People's Committee of Gò Dầu District visited Hu Jin Company Limited, Hoàng Ân Tây Ninh Company Limited, Federal Bay Industry Joint Stock Company, Bình Đức Production Trading Company Limited located in Phước Đức P Hamlet, Phước Đông Commune, Summit Company Limited and Liên Phúc Thai and Tube Company Limited at Trăm Vàng Hamlet, Thanh Phước Commune, Gò Dầu District. At each unit, Vice Chairman of the People's Committee of Gò Dầu District has got the overview of situation of operations, production and business of the units, acknowledged the positive contribution of the units during the time. And on October the 10th of 2019, Tân Biên District Party Committee held the 18th District Party Executive Committee meeting, the ninth term for the term of 2015 to 2020 tenure. Vice Secretary of the District Party Committee, Nguyễn Văn Hồng, chaired the conference. In the third quarter of 2019, Đăng District Party Committee focused on leading and directing the executive committee, sectors, unions, and the peoples to actively unite and strive to reach some conclusions. Positive results such as the district economy continued to grow well, the industrial and service production and trade continue to maintain stability and development. The value of industry construction production is estimated at nearly 7,300 billion Vietnam dong. Constructing of new rural areas, the whole district mobilized organizations and individuals to contribute more than 7.3 billion Vietnam dong to invest in the implementation of new rural criteria. Up to now, the whole district has reached over 138 over 171 criteria. 5 communes maintain the new rural standards in 2019. The remaining communes have 10 to 14 criteria. About 49 party members have been admitted for 9 months of 2019. Concluding the conference, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hồng suggested that in the last 3 months of 2019, the party committee at all levels drastically deploying solutions to achieve and exceeding the targets set by the resolution, while performing budget collection work, encourage the development of cooperatives and cooperative groups in the locality, continue to strictly control African swine fever, mobilize the people to participate in health insurance, take good care of social security policies, especially at the end of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, the Provincial People's Committee will soon approve the projects of developing the agricultural value chain of the province. Department of Agriculture and Rural Development cooperates and creates the best operating conditions for tiny food factories and realize the orientation of changing agricultural production areas. Tiny food, fruits and vegetable processing factory came into operation on June the 1st of 2019. The number of employees is about 330. Of which 60% from local labor. The utilization efficiency according to the 2019 plans is about 30% of the desired capacity, with about 55,600 tons of raw materials per year. The department also coordinated with localities, rubber companies, sugarcane companies to survey about 23 areas of crop conversion to develop raw materials areas for export processing, with an area of about 16,700 hectares, as a basis for making procedures plan conversions as well as roadmap of infrastructure investments for crops conversions. Completes the restructuring plan of agriculture towards increasing added value and sustainable development to 2020 and to 2025. Coordinating commercial banks to organize the conference to implement policies to support linkage of production and consumption of agricultural products in the Ninh province in the period of 2019 and 2025. Apply interest support policies to develop good agricultural production practices, high-tech agriculture, organic agriculture in the province in the period of 2019 to 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, delegates from the record of 155 National Tennis Association attending the 2019 ITF Conference and AGM World Challenge to continue driving change in the sport to keep pace with the rapid evolution of the global sporting landscape. The overarching theme of the conference, Transforming Tennis, and with duly and dramatically change in ITF, some tennis tournaments at ITF World Tour M25 Haitan Cup 2019 was held. The revamped ITF World Tennis Tour Junior, World Tennis Tour and World Tennis Ranking were introduced this in 2019 to provide a pathway for junior and entry-level tiers of the sport toward the ATP and WTA tours, with many top juniors already reaping the benefits as well as they make their first strides into the senior ranks. And with the newly and dramatically changed in ITF, some tennis tournaments at ITF World Tour M25 Haitan Cup 2019 were held. The two tennis tournaments are main features of ITF Professional Tennis Tournament System, but since 2019, the ITF has decided to change the naming of the tournaments in the system. Accordingly, M25 is also main feature with a prize value of 25,000 US dollar. The total prize of money for 50,000 US dollar for both tournaments will be sponsored by Đăng Joint Stock Company. In addition to Hoàng Nam, the number one tennis players of Vietnam, 3 other Vietnamese players who are awarded special places of the men's singles are Trịnh Linh Giang, Nguyễn Văn Phương and Nguyễn Đắc Tiến, Vũ Hà Minh Đức, Từ Lê Khánh Duy, etc. were also given opportunities to try from the qualifying round. This will be a very good opportunity for domestic players to accumulate ATP points while prepping and strengthening the experience of playing before international players. Lý Hoàng Nam, class number 469 ATP, successfully defended the position as the second tennis tournament ITF World Tour M25 in the Ninh province, despite losing the final match of 3-6 and 5-7 before the teammate. TayNinhTV ranked about 445 ATP. The number one tennis player in Vietnam said he felt satisfied with what happened and achieved. The number one tennis player in Vietnam has interestingly shared after the successful ITF World M25 International Tournament, including a resounding victory against strong Chinese opponent Yan Bai, with about 272 steps ahead of him on the world rank. I am satisfied with my performance in this tournament. I have performed very well since the beginning of the tournament, overcoming very strong opponents in the quarterfinals and semifinals. The victory of Nam is really a shock of the tournament when the Chinese tennis players is not only the number one seed, ranked 109 in the world, but also participated in qualifying with honor for prestigious Grand Slam tournaments. And having won a shot, Nam shares SEA Games as his most important goals this year. And that's all for the news of today. Thank you for joining us and see you more next time.